Let's begin, shall we?
Alright, we got the command sorted out. So let's get into it. Start off with our movie puzzle. See if we can keep our current streak going. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ooh, we got a shorter name. That could be very good or very bad. Shutter Island. Guessing is gonna be Kingssley. Ben Kingsley? Maybe? Dusk Till Dawn. Ooh, not George Clooney there. Yes, yes. Okay. And then we have Spider-Man 2. No, not Kirsten Dunst. Huh. So Spider-Man 2. So let's see, we got Tobey Maguire. I'm guessing that's not right. No. Kirsten Dunst. James Franco. No. J.K. Simmons. It's regular Spider-Man 2 from 2004, so it's the Tobey Maguire one, not the Andrew Garfield one. Who else would have been in that? Yeah, it was the one with Doc Ock. And that was... His last name starts with M. Why can I not think of it? I don't know. We'll come back to it. We got a fairly recent 2005 Academy Award winner. Batman 1989. But it's only 3 letters. So it's not going to be Jack Nicholson or Michael Keaton. Oh, Kim Basinger played Vicky Vale, if I remember right. Another Academy Award winner. Yeah, Major and I are on the same page. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Actually, no, because this is Infinity War. Rip. See, I'm starting to wonder if Ben Kingsley's right, because, like, whose name would start with G? That's just 3 letters. Gus? Yeah, but is there a famous actor? Oh, Guy Pearce, maybe? Gal Gadot? Yeah. Yeah, it could be one or either of those. Major, super excited, coming in with all the uh, caps. Well done, Major. Well done. Everyone in chat, Teamwork makes the dream work. Alfred Molina. Fuck. I knew his last name started with an M, but I couldn't place it. Yeah. It was Doc Ock for Spider-Man 2. And then From Dusk Till Dawn, Harvey Keitel was in it. It's been a long time since I've seen Dusk Till Dawn, like probably in the 90s. Let's see, we got Morgan Freeman for Oscar winner 2005. Diane Wiest for 1995. Avengers Infinity War, Josh Brolin, of course, played Thanos. And then Catch Me If You Can, Elizabeth Banks was in that. Okay. It's another one we're gonna have to try to remember for that movie because they keep bringing it back. Oh, no worries, Major. Like, I always, like, I'll mute Twitch if I'm going to watch something else, but I still want to, like, lurk in someone's stream, and then, like, I'll close my browser and open it the next time, and I'll just still have it muted, and I'll be like, wait, why is there no sound? It'll take me a little while to figure it out. Alright. Yeah, you started screaming from the excitement in chat, and then you had streamer muted. Alright. We're keeping our current streak going. We've only missed 2 out of 32 days, I think we're at. So, not too bad overall. 30 out of 32. Major, we are all a mess these days. Alright, so we got our movie puzzle done. Let's move on and try to get some more writing done with our story. So, we are currently in the second part of our two-parter, or two-hander. Or at least for the first part of the story. We're kind of running it as a two-hander between Margaret and Helene, our two main characters, our witches. So we have Helene showing up to a Shawnee settlement, and she's being welcomed in, and they tell her basically she wants to meet with the chief of the tribe, but they're like, no, we're not doing that. You can come and eat and sleep, and we'll talk tomorrow. So she gets something to eat, and then they show her to another longhouse where they have an extra cot for her, and she actually sees Margaret, but doesn't know it's her because Margaret, at this point in our story, has changed her face. I think I need to explicitly say that Helene doesn't recognize Margaret because I think context-wise it's pretty clear. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. So I think that's the end. Hello. Hi. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. We're getting all the sound alerts. I'm not upset by it.
I like this one.
Come bringing sunshine and good vibes. Nice. That's what we like to hear. Yeah. Hope the rest of your guys' collab stream went well. I tried to hang out and watch as much as I could. I had it on for the last little part of the office, and then I had it on in the car ride home. I wasn't obviously watching at that point, but trying to listen to it. I bring moonlight in an ominous aura. Yes. And Yun has the puzzle redeem. I'm guessing you want a redactyl with that. Sunshine, good vibes, and generic raid messages. Of course. Yun wants the redactyl. Well, we can't do the daily puzzle because Yun did that already on his stream. So I will have to figure out something to do for a custom one. Let me take that out of the main browser so you shouldn't be able to see it. Oh, no worries, Trow. If you need to raid and run, go for it. I know what that's like because I usually end stream, raid into someone, and then feel bad because I have to go do something else. But yeah, thanks for raiding in. Thanks for stopping by. I'm saving my points for the 54 million point redeem. Sovakin, that redeem is almost, yeah, it's specifically for Major. I know she's saving for that one. Okay, let me see. Okay. Major's at 105.7k counting. Alright, click team up. Gonna make sure it... Okay. Alright, Yun. There is your redactyl. I'll bring it into the main window as well. Alright, so I posted a link in chat for Yun's redactyl redeem, so anyone who wants to play can hop in and join. It is basically a redacted Wikipedia article, and it is up to you all to unredact the words and figure out. Too late. Not the first time you said that, I'm sure, Rose. I mean, what? Didn't even get to open. Aw. Yeah, we'll do another one, because some people solved it too quickly. Now I have to think of something else to... Yun with the 7-stream streak. If it wasn't Marvel, I would have guessed free. Yeah, I actually, one of the early ones I did for that. Check my DMs. Which DMs? I don't know what that is, but okay. Yeah. Alright, Major has submitted a redactyl article. I will admit, I do not know what this is, but Major does, so you all can have fun. And if you need a hint, you can ask Major to help. Alright. Posted the new link for our second redactyl because you all solved the first one too quickly. So for anyone who has not played, who would like to, this is a redacted Wikipedia article, and you type in clues, or you type in words, and it unredacts the word if you guess correctly. Okay, you all have not solved this one as quickly as you did the previous one, so that's good. And Major is offering hints if anyone would like one. I think they got kind of the key piece of information of blank 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 is an Irish singer and songwriter. Rose is saying yes please for a clue. He's an Irish singer and songwriter from Dublin. Well, yes, Dublin is in Ireland last I checked, so that tracks. Someone got it. Did you have to Google that one, Jan? I do not know. Yeah, I did not know who this was either, but Major sent it to me, and I trust Major. Yeah, I would not have gotten that either, Rose. One of Major's very favorite artists, listening to him right now alongside the stream. Nice. Born in 1991. Little baby singer. Nah. Couple years younger than me, but not a baby. He does like pop, rockish vibes. Yeah, I have very specific tastes in music. And so, like, when people talk about, like, pop music or stuff that they hear on the radio or anything like that, I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He's coming to MKE in September, hoping to get nice. I hope you are able to go, Major. Oh, Rose has heard him before. Just looked him up. Yeah, so like, if people talk about someone they've heard on the radio or like, oh, they're super popular, everyone's heard of them. I'm like, I haven't. Like, I listen to very specific type of music, and that's what I stick to because I know that's what I like. Like weird stuff, but my favorite band is called Bear Ghost, like rock, jazz, and swing. All interesting. All right, now Rose and Major are setting up a girls' night. Yeah, and we all know that. I'm just playing. Hey, you just said on your stream, like, it's okay if chat makes fun of you, cause you can take it. As long as chat doesn't, like, bully or be mean to each other. Alright, now, let's try to get some writing done on our writing and reading stream. A novel idea, I know. So let's say we finished the previous scene with her walking towards the cot, so we are going to start the next scene with her walking out into the sun. Yeah. So do we want this to just take place outside? No. It needs to take place inside the other longhouse. Good night, Sobakin. Hope you have a good night and able to get some sleep. We will... Oh, P.S. announcement, whatever. no stream for me next week. I will be out of town, so next stream I will have after this one will be on April 7th, I believe, that Tuesday. Yeah, we're doing a kind of family trip vacation. My brother wanted to take his kids to the Smoky Mountains, 'cause that they're young. Yeah, I'm going on spring break. His kids are still very young, so he's trying to just go places where he can drive and not have to fly with them if he can. Which is weird because he's going to Anaheim later this year for Disneyland, but whatever, different story. But for spring break, he's going to Smoky Mountains, and so my parents were tagging along, and so they also asked me if I want to tag along, and I was like, sure, why not? Have one day off next week for a holiday anyways, and have plenty of vacation time, so yeah, going out east, hanging out in the mountains for a couple days. Dermot Kennedy sings Outnumbered, doesn't he? Yeah, that's a question for Majors. Major says yes. Yeah, I'm hoping it should be fun. It's usually just hang out with family, go do whatever. Yeah, get away from everything for a while. Also, hi, Mariners, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Shawnee Longhouse. Continuous. Yes, Major is the best. Not the emotion. Lead to follow, then lead her into. Yeah, I need to get more descriptive with some of my Shawnee stuff, but that is a note that I have that I will address later. Streamlabs will give you a hug, Mariners, if no one else will. Lane enters the Longhouse, find it transformed, no longer a casual center of community, but I wouldn't say like government necessarily, but like where the chief is. See if they have a seat of government. They do. Yeah, all these are just too contemporary. Center of commerce and bustling activity. Center of commerce. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know if it would necessarily be commerce, though. But we can use, yeah, we can use most of that. But bustling center of activity. So, Helena enters the Longhouse to find it transformed, no longer a casual center of community, but bustling center of activity, the chief presiding over it all. Yeah. To the crowd. So we're going somewhere. Okay, so I don't think I need that sentence anymore. That's fine. So, following the interpreter, Helena is led through the crowd toward the chief. Alright, so the interpreter leads Helene through all the stuff happening in the longhouse toward the chief, but someone else is already talking to the chief, so she has to wait. Yeah. Are the gray words your out? Yes. Um, so once I finish an outline, I generally just like to paste it into my document as notes, so they don't show up in the actual text, but they're all there, so I don't have to keep going back and forth between different tabs. Okay. Um, we are going to need our handy dandy translator. Did you say a few days ago you like 10 pages outline or something? For this one, I think it was about 10 pages. Yeah, it's right about 10 pages. Just under 10 pages total. Yeah, a lot of times it's just kind of like a feel thing. Like, do I have all the elements I know I'm going to need for this story, and is it structured enough? Some stuff I've gone on less than that, some I go more, but generally I find 10 pages is about right for what I usually want to do. Some people write without one, and I find that bizarre. Like, what do you mean you just write? Yeah, like, because of how long I've been writing, I've tried writing without an outline, with just kind of like a general idea of what I want it to be in my head, and those tend to always turn out badly, and it's usually the first draft is basically like an expanded outline, and then I have to like redo a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I've gotten to the point where I basically will make sure I outline everything, and um, yeah, just outline everything, make sure it's in as good a place as it can be before I start writing. But like I said, it's not always that way. With the previous thing I was sharing on Yunstream before I started doing the horror story, the one that starts in the video game and goes from there. That one I actually outlined like the first half of it, and it was like, all right, I really want to start writing this because like I feel like I have it very clear in my head and I don't want to lose that. So like I started writing it, and then I got to the part where the outline ended, and like it just fell off a cliff because I was like, oh shit, I don't know where I'm supposed to go next. And like I thought like as I was writing it I would find it and figure it out, and yeah, didn't quite happen, so I basically just stopped writing it for a while, went back to the outline, started to figure out how the rest of it would play out, kind of finished out the outline, and then went back and started rewriting the whole thing, and then moved into the part that I had not outlined before. So, yes. I definitely need an outline. Yeah, and that's something that, like, most writers will only find with experience, and, like, it's gonna be different for everyone, so everyone just kind of has to do what is best for them. But yeah, I know for me, like, if I want to make my life easier, I want an outline.
I like this one.
Why is that not? Hi, hello, welcome in. I do not know what your username is. Let me know what you want to be. Yeah, we're gonna call you Pans if that's okay. Yes, thank you, Major. Pans is cool. Okay. Yeah, welcome in. Hope you're having a nice day. Are you a writer as well? Or are you just like hanging out in streams? Alright, let's copy that. Do the thing. Okay. Okay, so now this is Helene's chance to explain why she is here. Okay, that works. not have called the hunters hunters, because now I can't say they're hunting. Not hunting dog, just hunting. And we want a verb, not a noun. Think about this for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break and let me throw up some words on stream for anyone who would like to participate. And I will be back shortly. Yeah, you just type words into chat based on the letters in the thing, and it'll tell you if it's a word. Okay, ready, set, go. Major with the hard carry, as always. Mariners helping out, as you do. Well done, everyone. Yeah, so on the browser side, it's just giving me an error, so yeah. That's fun. Alright, words on stream are done for now. Banned. Alright, yeah, I didn't think about how I was gonna write this, so let's figure it out. So the chief's asking Helene why she's there. She needs to try to explain this. Alright, I need to figure something out. Spellcasters, I like that. Because they are specifically witches, but the magic users in different parts of the world and by different places go by different names. So I was wondering if there is a more generic term, and I like spellcasters. Leviosa, not Leviosa. We'd like your help in... not in fighting them, but I guess in resisting them. $50. If you were a chocolate bar, which chocolate bar would you be and why? The first answer I thought of, I am not going to say on stream. I don't know. I have not thought of that, Mariners. Care to elaborate? The first thing that came to my mind is I would like to be a chocolate bar in the possession of a particular person. We'll say that. Never elaborate again. Hey, you asked. How would they say that? Do you echo the statement from Young that Iron Man is the best Avenger? Never seen any of the movies. No, I do not. Um, I think it was more broad than that. That he said it was his favorite comic book character because he said even over Batman. But whatever. No. My favorite Avenger is Captain Marvel. Obviously. How many movies are there in the entire MCU? Affirmative. Let me look. So there are so let's see, 58 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, technically 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, so 58 minus 20. So there are 38 movies in the MCU. And then another 20 or so TV shows, shorts, and other things. And yes, I have seen, well, I've seen all of them, everything released in the MCU prior to 2026. I need to catch up on Wonder Man, and then the new season of Daredevil Born Again just started, and they announced a new season of The Punisher. Then we have the new Spider-Man movies coming out this summer. Thank you. So it's a lot of work to get up to speed. Yeah, it is definitely a lot. You do not need to watch all of it. Yeah. Vidsy's here! Hi, Vidsy. Hello. How are you? But yes, there is a lot in the MCU. If you wanted to get into it, I would suggest like just trying to follow the storyline of like one particular character and kind of see if you enjoy that character's arc over the course of whichever movies they're in. Vidsy made it on time for once. Nice. Are you home? Are you making dinner? Missed last few streams right now. I said just busy for no reason. Oh, yeah. That will happen. For me, that always seems to be over the summer because, like, all the faculty don't have as many classes, so they start focusing on other stuff and making the staff busier than they need to be. Oh, that's fine. Why can I not spell interpreter anymore? I-N-T. Oh, I put the R and E backwards. No, I don't want to say it that way. Now we need a Google Translator. We need all the translators, because we're trying to speak in too many languages. The Latin for translate is translate. Oh, it had an extra T in there? Translate. But you have to pronounce it fans. Translate. Sounds like a Starbucks item. So what if we do a phrase? It would have fancy cold foam for sure. Other cafes are available. I feel like verba mea is too obvious. What? Alright. Now we need to go look for other words for translate. Or translate, if we're being fancy. Convert. No. Get out of here. Convert. Converto. Sorry. I don't know why that's funny. We are not getting good hits with this. Re-articulate. Return to Latin translations? Yes. So in our story, because we have witches, we decided that... yeah, I think you mean translates? Yeah, our witches use Latin phrases along with hand motions for casting spells. And we are trying to have one of our main characters cast a spell to turn someone into a basically living translator. Ooh, Liv's having a hazelnut translate. Oh, this is where Chad has gone too far, Mariners? Really? Yeah, as soon as Book shows up, we've gone too far. Start after the chocolate part comment. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't, Book, don't ask. Mariner says the same thing. Dude, there's coffee involved. Of course, I will play into the bed. Alright, good to know. Should go get chocolate right now. Iced double whipped cream with cocoa powder on top. Oh. Yeah, I am very basic with my coffee. I just fresh brew every morning, take that with me to the office. You just plucked out a chin hair, now you're seeing stuff. Oh. That does not sound fun. It was like half an inch long. Like, yeah. Yep, that'll happen. They'll just show up out of nowhere like, what? Where did that come from? What? Mariners, here's one for you. This Latin word means take out the kernels.
E nucleo.
Well, they spelled it with a K, so it's like corn kernels, I believe. There you go, you got there.
Exequor.
That one sounds decent. Means to describe, keep up, execute, go, prosecute, follow out. Follow out. And we don't need to spend all night looking at Latin translations. So this will do for now. We might change it later. It'd be apostrophe-s. Okay, so how would they physically react? What am I doing? Oh, it's two double L. Ugh. I suck at spelling. It's okay. Saw a video of a holiday writer trying to write a random scene in 7 minutes, and it's pretty interesting to see her thought process. Oh, a Hollywood writer. I was gonna say a holiday writer? What? Yeah. Major said in bed. Alright, Major. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. I hope everything goes well tomorrow. Sending you all the good vibes and stuff and things. And yeah, I'm sure I'll be talking to you while I'm out of town. And all this stuff. But yeah, I will talk to you later. Good night, Major. so much translating in this section. It's okay. After this, I don't think there's going to be much. So hopefully that should help streamline things. Liv and Mariners, I think you're backwards. I kid. Still got a little sunlight coming in where I am, so it's still kind of day. Very late day, though. Oh no, I haven't made that joke previously. Different word than that. My Aussie accent is too British to say good day properly. Oh no. Stick with good nights instead. Fair. Accents are funny, like you can spend a year in a country and speak ever so slightly different. We go back home and it sounds way different. Yeah, I've moved around the States a bit. Like I'm born on the East Coast, grew up in the Midwest, lived in the Southeast for a while, and then moved out to the West Coast. So I've lived kind of all over the place, but I haven't really noticed my accent changing much, but that could just be me. It could be changing slightly. Next stop, Alaska. Alaska's cool. Well, at least in like the summer. Yeah, I don't want to mess around with Alaska in winter. Only time I ever used the Aussieism, she'll be right, was when I was knee deep in Brits and a bunch of US students on a study exchange. I would never be caught dead using that phrase at home. Yeah. Also, know your audience. Now we can talk. Translate. Try to say book like the Americans when with Yun and stuff, but wouldn't dream about saying it like that with friends. Wait, what do you mean? I might be opening a whole can of worms with this, but I'm not sure I know what you mean. So not buck, more book. Like the ooh sound. Like book, tool. So like buck instead of book. Boo. Yeah, accents are very hard to explain over text. We are discovering that in real time. Like book versus book. Like having more of the ooh sound in the middle. Book. Oh, book instead of book. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but like I always try to describe like word emphasis and like up versus down. So it'd be more like book is more up, whereas book is more just like kind of straight or down, just one of us, one of us. Bonus points if anyone knows what movie that was originally from. The Simpsons. No. Like most things in The Simpsons. Well, like a lot of things in The Simpsons, they are actually references to old movies. That's why I said the original movie that it came from. Because, like, most quotes, yeah, I bet most quotes, like, if someone's like, oh, do you know where that's from? You could say The Simpsons, and there's a better than 50-50 chance you will be right. Never seen The Simpsons? I used to watch The Simpsons a lot growing up, but then I just kind of grew out of it, I think. I haven't watched it in a long time. Alright, so we've cleared that out of our outline, so that's fine. So she's cast a spell. Now we need very big reaction from everyone. And everyone dies. That's why. Accusatory. There we go. It was a double C. That's what was messing me up. I'm terrible at spelling. It's fine. spelling is overrated. I mean, do not misunderstand me. Knowing how to spell is important. People should know how to spell because that's kind of the basis for language is, you know, being able to understand words. That being said, yes, I see what you did there. It's very clever, Mariners. That being said, because most of communication, especially anymore, is done digitally, having spell checks and autocorrects take a lot of emphasis off of spelling because they're like, oh, you mean this, or that's not how you spell that, this is. People use voice notes as they're made for communication, need to be studies. This one. Alright, let's see if we can get through the last little part of this sequence that I want to do. And then we will probably be calling it a stream there. So if anyone has any other streamers they want to raid when we are finished, let me know. So we want this. Not really? Okay. Yeah, I'll check and see if I'm following anyone. If not, we'll look. If anyone else in reading and writing looks like they're up to anything interesting, we can raid over there. What did I write as? Die. Raid yourself extra. No. Man. Literally just woke up, went to work, was there all day, came home, watched you on stream for like half an hour, then streamed myself, and then yeah, that's been my entire day. Oh no, we don't want the interpreter again, we want the chief. Alright. Yeah, there's a bit of exposition, but I feel like we kind of need it, so we'll just throw that in there as well. Why do we have different languages? Can't remember. So in this sequence, Helene are one of our main witches, not the one who changes the face, but the other one. She has come to a Shawnee Native American settlement to try to build an alliance to help with the hunters who have been capturing and killing witches. So I had an idea for this scene of her trying to talk with the chief and the interpreter not quite being able to translate well enough. So she decides as a shortcut to cast a spell to make the interpreter say exactly what she wants them to say. But by doing that, the Shawnee view magic in witchcraft as inherently evil. Well, witchcraft is inherently evil. Magic is only to be used for healing. So by her casting that spell, they view it as an act of evil. And so her going there to try to ask for their help goes very wrong, and she's basically in the process of being chased out. So we have her English and then the translator translating it into Shawnee, and obviously the Shawnee chief speaking in the same language. So that's why we have the different languages in this section. We have a lot of different languages throughout this thing. At least early on. I think later it's gonna be a lot more just English, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. see. Yeah, I copy and paste every time because the accent's in her name. I know there are keyboard commands to be able to do them. I can't be bothered. I'm too lazy to learn them. Friends may do it because she's usually driving, but maybe recording reels. Oh, okay, for the voice memos. Wait, let's carry it. Yeah, the only time I use voice memos is if I want to record like a meeting or something. That's about it. Actually, we might just want to say she exits, and then we cut back to her meeting back up with Serafina. Because I don't know that we need to go through, like, because she came in on a horse, she would need to get the horse back, and then go through all that. I don't think we need to. They're mad. They're telling her she needs to leave or she's gonna die. She leaves. I think that's good enough. There we go. I think that's a good place to call it for tonight. We got through quite a bit. I think we started there. 428! That's like a whole week for Yun. Yeah, I guess so, but you also... Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mariners. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. So, Author Christie is streaming. We can go raid over there. We do raid them a lot, though. We'll see if anyone else is doing anything cool on writing and reading. No, there's like 5 people. Alright, yeah, we'll raid over. It's always a cool stream. They might be in the middle of a writing sprint, but we'll go raid over, say hi, see what they're up to. We got the raid messages, so we can say hello when we get over there. For anyone who wasn't around earlier when I said it, I'm going to be off next week because I am going on vacation. So next stream for me will be on April 7th, I believe. And then shortly after that, we will have our town hall with Yun and the gang all over on his stream. We'll probably do a dual stream for that. And I'm also signed up for tomorrow night on Yun's stream for the beta read for the third part of the horror story. So if you want to check out more of that, we'll be doing another section there. I think that's all the announcements, stuff, things, other. And of course, thank you all for stopping by, hanging out, chatting, lurking, all the stuff, all the things. I appreciate you all. And I hope you have a good rest of your week, rest of next week, since I won't be around to say it. And yeah, good night. All the things. Later.
Thanks for checking out my channel. Do whatever you want. Live your life. I hope you're happy in your body. Much love to you. And see you around.
Picture just shows up on another page. Great.